Yes, good day to you, and in this video, we will talk about an extremely powerful tool that you can use in everything that you do. So if you are a student, a startup entrepreneur, a businessman na sobrang laki na ng negosyo, you wanna expand your business, maybe you are in sales, network marketing, insurance, real estate, meron kang tindahan, or probably you are an employee, an OFW, a trader, an artist, a content creator, kahit ano pa ang career mo, and the good news is, you can utilize this powerful tool in your daily life. And if you want to improve all aspects of your life, your will of life, this is something that you can use. And this is a proven framework na ginagamit ng students natin sa Success Blueprint. So imagine, if you can handle your thoughts, emotions, and actions better, ano yung pwedeng maging resulta? This will be beyond millions because I'm talking about improving all aspects of your life. Kasi nga, magagamit mo to sa lahat ng aspeto ng buhay mo. So let's begin. We will now talk about the pattern mastery. So let me share with you the framework first. I want you to draw a triangle right now and ilagay mo sa gitna ng triangle, patterns. On the left side, I want you to write recognition. So let's start with pattern recognition. Now, pattern recognition means being able to recognize the patterns, being able to recognize what's happening, and being able to evaluate the situation right now. I'm gonna give you examples for you to understand. In everything that we do, merong patterns. One example is toothbrush. So ikaw ba, nagtutoothbrush ka ba araw-araw? If the answer is yes, mag-comment ka. Kung hindi naman, okay lang yon. Naiintindihan ka namin. Now, di ba sa pagtutoothbrush natin may patterns? Sobrang tagal na natin siyang ginagawa, since it is a habit, it's a program, there's a pattern to it. Meron kang unang hinahawakan, meron kang dominant hand, meron kang amount ng toothpaste, meron kang paboritong brand ng toothpaste, meron kang paboritong brand ng toothbrush, and basically, hindi mo na siya pinag-iisipan. Patterns means habits or programs, pero patterns is beyond that. Because part of your patterns can be a trigger to a habit. Part ng pattern yun. So it's safe to say na initially, pwedeng sa utak mo, same lang yung habits and patterns, pero mas malawak yung patterns. Kasi pwedeng part ng patterns mo will be the trigger to a certain habit na hindi nakakatulong sa'yo or probably nakakatulong sa'yo. Kaya mas malawak siya. Diba ang pagtutoothbrush, kung lagi mo siyang ginagawa, kung nag-comment ka, malamang sa malamang hindi mo na masyadong pinag-iisipan. Nag-o-automatic na yung katawan mo. So a pattern can be a form of action or activity that your body knows how to do better than your mind. It is something na yung katawan mo kusa na siyang ginagawa. It is something na automatic na sa'yo. Hindi mo na kailangan pag-isipan, automatic na siyang gumagana. At maraming klase ng patterns. Another example is I want you to do this. Teka, buksan lang natin to. So I want you to do this right now, okay? As fast as you can. So yung unang ginawa mo, yan yung patterns mo. So now I want you to try balik ta rin ng mabilisan. Ayan, so sino yung kagaya ko na medyo natagalan? Comment nga kayo. So what's my point? Yung unang beses mo siyang ginawa, yun yung patterns mo. Pag ikaw naglalakad, meron kang unang hakbang. Basically, you have a pattern in everything. At nung bata pa lang tayo, yung utak natin, laging naghahanap ng patterns yan. It's all about learning. Paano maglakad, paano tumayo, paano umupo, paano kumain, paano huminga, paano magsalita. Basically, we are trying to pick up patterns that we can use to survive in this world. So natututo tayo sa mga mas matanda sa atin, natututo tayo sa mga kasama natin. Kaya nga, very important yung tinatawag na environment or upbringing. Now, here's the catch. Yes, meron tayong pattern sa paglalakad, sa pag-upo, sa pagtayo, sa pagkain. Pero meron din tayong pattern ng lengguwahe. Meron tayong pattern ng pag-iisip. Especially around all the aspects important in our lives. Meron kang pattern pagdating sa pera. So ang pattern mo sa pera, na-pick up mo yan sa upbringing mo. Kung ang magulang mo, laging pinag-aawayan yung pera, ano sa tingin mo yung mangyayari? Kung sa bahay, lagi mo naririnig, bata ka pa lang, laging sinasabi na ang pera, mahirap kitain. Hindi mo pa alam ang pera, ang alam mo agad, mahirap kitain ng pera. Ang hirap ng buhay. Hindi mo pa alam ang buhay, ang alam mo agad, mahirap. Pagdating mo sa school, ang hirap din. Pagdating mo sa trabaho, mas mahirap. At ngayon, pinaniniwalaan mo, life is extremely hard. Tapos pumapasok na yung pattern of thoughts and behaviors mo. Kung yan yung iniisip mo, yan yung mararamdaman mo, yan din yung magiging actions mo. So pag align yung patterns, yung decisions and choices mo, doon mapupunta. Kaya hirap na hirap tayo sa buhay kasi baka yun yung pinaniniwalaan natin. I understand, mahirap talaga yung buhay. Pero di ba pwede naman nating pasimplihin? Di ba pwede naman nating i-improve? At di ba pwede naman kahit mahirap ang buhay, hindi tayo nagsasuffer internally. At ituturo ko yan sa inyo dito sa video na to. But I want you to listen first. Our goal right now is for you to recognize your own patterns. And the best way to do that is look at your results. If you are always procrastinating, meron kang maling patterns. If you are doubting yourself, meron kang maling patterns. If lagi kang walang pera, may mali kang patterns pagdating sa pera. If hindi mo mapalaki yung negosyo mo, may mali kang patterns sa negosyo mo. Kung nahihirapan kang mag-handle ng tao, meron kang maling patterns pagdating sa sarili mo. Akala ng marami, Sir MJ, hirap na hirap ako mag-handle ng tao. Kaya kahirap mag-handle ng ibang tao kasi baka sarili mo, hindi mo pa rin kayang i-handle. If you can learn and master how to handle yourself, mas madali kang makakapag-handle ng ibang tao. Saan mo matututunan yan? Again, pattern mastery pa rin. You have to master your own patterns. Kailangan kilala mo yung sarili mo. So pag lagi ka nagkakamali ng choices and decisions mo, either may mali kang patterns of actions or meron kang maling pattern of thoughts, hindi mo ma-recognize ng tama or hindi mo ma-evaluate ng tama yung problema. You don't know how to evaluate a problem. That is why you cannot provide a solution for the problem. Kasi hindi mo alam kung ano yung problema. Hindi mo ma-recognize ano yung problema. And here's the problem with most people. We are trying to solve the problems, but we don't know how to evaluate the problems. A major example is this. May mga taong walang pera, tapos pag tinanong ko sila, what's your problem? Pera. Teka, akala ko ba wala kang pera? Oo nga. So, paano mo naging problema yung pera? Eh, wala kang ang pera. Diba? Hindi mo problema yung pera. Diba? Ang problema mo, kawalan ng pera. So, yung pera, solution yon sa problema mo. Hindi pera yung problema mo. Ang problema mo ngayon is paano ka kikita ng pera, paano madadagdagan yung pera mo, saan ka maghahanap ng opportunity, or paano mo mapapataas yung value mo. We have to define the problem in solvable terms. Kasi if you define pera as your problem, number one, hindi ka kikita ng pera. Paano ka kikita ng pera? Paano mo maa-attract yung opportunities at pera? Kung ang tingin mo sa pera, siya yung problema. Pinag-usapan natin yan sa 15 Rules of Money. Kung hindi nyo pa napapanood, we're gonna put the links in the description and somewhere here in this video. So yung pera, yan yung solusyon mo. So pag naintindihan mo, na-evaluate mo, na-recognize mo na oo nga, ang problema ko, wala akong pera. So the bigger question to answer now is how can I create wealth? How can I earn extra money right now? Now in terms of having a question to answer, this is related to evaluating the problem. Kailangan meron kang tanong na sinasagot araw-araw. Ang mahirap sa atin, mali yung tanong na sinasagot mo araw-araw. This is something to think about again. So MJ, ano ibig sabihin? Every day, you operate answering a problem. One major example sa mga babae is, maganda ba ako? Okay ba ako? If that's the question in your mind all the time, you will always look for validation. You will always look for attention. If you always ask yourself, am I enough? Am I good enough? Magaling ba ako? Okay ba ako? And this kind of questions will impose more insecurity and self-doubt. This will trigger more fear instead of solving a problem. So dapat, ang primary question mo every single day is to solve a problem. One step at a time. That's the power of pattern recognition. So ngayon, himayin natin. You have to recognize and accept your situation right now. So if you are employed, ang simple. So the question now is, how can I increase my value? Ngayon, mas dumadali na siya, mas nagiging specific na tayo, mas nagiging klaro, kasi alam mo na ang focus mo is to increase your value as a person. Because when you increase your value, you will increase your income. Halimbawa, hindi na nag-i-increase yung income mo sa trabaho. So bagong tanong na to, how can I use my extra time to earn more money? So alam mo ngayon na naghahanap ka ng opportunity ng pagkakakitaan. If you can define your problems in solvable terms, you will always come up with a sound solution. And how do you do that? By recognizing the patterns. So, ibig sabihin, pag hindi mo masolve yung problema mo, hindi ka makausad, hindi ka makamove forward, you either have wrong patterns of thoughts, emotions, or actions. Ganun kasimple. Hindi mo ma-evaluate ng tama yung problema, hindi ka marunong mag-recognize ng patterns, hindi ka makapag-take ng action ng tama kasi lagi kang emosyonal, laging bagsak yung emotions mo, laging bagsak yung state mo, or hindi aligned yung iniisip mo dun sa ginagawa mong actions. At pag misalign ka, hindi rin maganda yung puso mo. Hindi rin maganda yung feeling mo. So mababurn out ka ngayon, masusunog ka ngayon. Mas stuck ka lalo. So this is also a powerful tool if you wanna be unstuck. Okay? So that's pattern recognition. So ngayon, let's start with recognizing the patterns. Halimbawa, wala kang pera. Ang una mong i-recognize, teka, ano yung una kong ginagawa? Ano yung una kong iniisip kapag wala akong pera? Am I thinking about earning money or I'm thinking about negativity? Alam mo na yung sagot. At alam mo rin kung ano yung tama at mali. Ang nakakatawa dito, we already know the answer. Except we fail to recognize the truth. So this video can also be a real talk session for you. But if you can accept the reality, you will be able to move forward better. Okay? Especially if you are taking notes right now. Because this is extremely valuable, guys. Now, another thing. Na kung may pera ka naman, paano ka mag-isip? Iniisip mo bang itago? Gastusin at ubusin? Or i-invest sa sarili? I-invest sa negosyo? I-invest sa pagkakakitaan kahit risky? Alam mo rin sa sarili mo ano yung sagot na magbibigay sa'yo ng income. I want you to recognize as well your emotions. Pag wala kang pera, anong nararamdaman mo? Of course, mabigat. Of course, na-stress. Of course, pressured. But can you still be grateful for the good things in your life? Because remember, the foundation for all abundance in your life will always start with being grateful for all the things that you already have. Kung marunong kang magpasalamat sa mga bagay na meron ka, bibigyan ka pa niya ng mas maraming blessing. Pero pag hindi ka marunong magpasalamat sa mga bagay na meron ka, sa mga bagay na dati nang binigay sa'yo, kahit sabihin na natin may problema ka ngayon financially, may nadagdag na sa buhay mo. Baka naman may mga opportunities ka na sa buhay mo. Baka naman dati kang walang trabaho, ngayon meron na. Baka naman dati kang walang negosyo, ngayon meron na. Baka naman dating wala ang karir, ngayon meron na. Kahit sabihin na natin na struggling ka dyan, teka, nagpasalamat ka ba? In-acknowledge mo ba yung opportunities na meron ka ngayon? Or hanggang ngayon hindi ka marunong magpasalamat? And let's recognize your emotions kapag marami kang pera. Masaya ka ba? Sobrang saya mo ba? Grateful ka ba? Baka mamaya pag nagkapera ka, sobrang saya mo pero hindi ka marunong magpasalamat pa rin. So kukunin sa'yo yan. Gusto mo bang ubusin agad? Or baka naman natatakot ka pag marami kang hawak na pera. And because of that fear, nakakamali ka rin ng desisyon. And as we talk about this, you can actually write. Ano yung mga patterns mo? Pattern of thoughts mo pag wala kang pera. Pattern of thoughts mo kapag may pera ka. Pattern of emotions mo pag wala kang pera. Pattern of emotions mo kapag may pera ka. It's because yung dalawang yan, related dyan sa actions and behaviors na ginagawa mo. So kung ano yung ginagawa mong actions and behaviors, nakadepende yan sa iniisip at nararamdaman mo. From the mind to the heart to your body. From the thoughts to your emotions, you will take action. At kaya nagkakamali ka ng desisyon, kaya wala kang resulta pagdating sa pera. And you can do this exercise in everything. For example, you wanna fix your relationship. Ano iniisip mo sa karelasyon mo? Baka naman lagi kang negative. Wala naman siyang ginagawang negative pero praning ka, toxic ka. Tamang hinala ka lagi. Anong iniisip mo pag nakikita mo siyang masaya? Ano ring iniisip mo pag nakikita mo siyang hindi masaya? Anong nararamdaman mo kapag masaya siya? Anong nararamdaman mo kapag malungkot siya? Kasi baka mamaya hindi okay sa'yo pag nakikita mo siyang masaya. Tapos nagtataka ka ngayon, bakit kaya laging malungkot yung jowa ko? Bakit kaya lagi na lang siyang negative? Bakit kaya lagi na lang siyang stress? Baka naman kasi nire-reward mo siya kapag hindi siya okay. Pero kapag nakikita mo siyang okay, tinotoxic mo siya. So mas pinipili niya ngayon maging hindi okay. Right? Because you are rewarding the negative behavior. And here's the bigger question. Anong behavior mo yung nire-reward mo? You have to recognize the patterns. Mamaya natin pag-uusapan yung applications nito, but I want you to simply recognize your own personal patterns. Ibig sabihin, pag merong hindi nagwo-work sa business mo, you will start with recognizing your own patterns, how you react in your business. So halimbawa, may problema sa negosyo. Start ka muna sa thoughts mo about the business. Your emotions about the business and how you act about the business. So after that, if you have mastery now, alam mo na okay ka naman, now you can check and recognize the strategies. A lot of people kasi dito sila nagkakamali. They are trying to recognize the patterns, mga mali sa strategies, pero sila yung hindi okay. So kahit pa ulit-ulit mong baguhin yung strategies, kung ikaw na may-ari ng negosyo ang hindi okay, hindi rin magiging okay yung application, yung execution ng mga strategies mo. That's why it's very important that you master your own patterns first. That you gain self-mastery first before you master your business. Yan ang hindi naiintindihan ng marami. Sabi nga ni Tony Robbins, the chokehold of any business is the mindset, psychology, and the leadership of the owner. Yung mindset, yung psychology, at yung leadership ng may-ari. Kasi nga, regardless of the strategy, kung sabaw kang may-ari, hindi rin magwo-work yung negosyo mo. So you have to fix yourself first. You have to master yourself. You have to have self-mastery. You have to understand who you really are and acknowledge what you want. Now, after recognizing all the patterns, ano nang gagawin natin? So balik tayo sa triangle, balik tayo sa framework. Sa left side, recognition. Sa right side, pattern interrupt. So pag na-recognize mo na ano yung mga maling patterns mo, you interrupt the patterns. For example, pera. Mali yung patterns mo. Mali yung iniisip mo sa pera. Natatakot ka na naman. Interrupt that patterns. Negative ka na naman mag-isip. Interrupt that patterns. Break the patterns. Hindi okay yung emotion mo. Break the patterns. Mali na naman yung gagawin mong action. Break the patterns and be intentional in your decisions and actions. So halimbawa, over-strategizing ka na naman sa negosyo mo, sa career mo, sa business na ginagawa mo. Pero alam mo sa sarili mong hindi okay yung emotions mo. Teka, break the patterns first. Interrupt the patterns first. Kasi ilang beses na sa buhay mo na paulit-ulit yung ginagawa mo pero hindi nagwo-work. Sasabihin mo, Sir MJ, 3 taon naman akong masipag pero walang nangyari kasi paulit-ulit yung patterns. You don't know how to recognize and interrupt the old patterns. Bakit natin to ginagawa? Para makapag-create tayo ng bagong patterns. So that's the framework. Pattern recognition, pattern interruption, and pattern creation. Bakit kailangan mag-create ng bagong patterns? It's because it's not about how, it's about who. Even if I give you all the hows, ito yung gagawin mo sa negosyo mo, ito yung exact na gagawin mo sa negosyo mo, ito yung step-by-step process mo, hindi mo naman agad gagawin, hindi mo rin siya i-apply ng matagal, at baka hindi ka rin consistent doon. Because maybe you are not yet the right who. And the best way to change who, to get in touch with the right who, which is you, is to understand you first. Paano mo babaguhin yung self-image mo, yung tingin mo sa sarili mo, kung ikaw mismo, hindi mo kilala sarili mo? That's the purpose of pattern recognition. At kung hindi mo ma-solve yung problema mo, it's because your beliefs right now, your patterns right now, is not congruent to what you want. Hindi siya aligned sa gusto mo. Mas aligned yung pagkatao mo ngayon, yung self-image mo ngayon, yung belief systems mo ngayon, mas aligned yung patterns mo ngayon doon sa hindi mo gusto. That is why we are recognizing the patterns so that we can interrupt those patterns and we can break those patterns. And then, pag na-break na natin siya, saka tayo mag-create ng bago. Bakit hindi na lang natin gawin agad yung bago? We have to learn how to interrupt the patterns first. Okay? Kasi, halimbawa, nagpe-play ka ng music. Tapos hindi mo gusto yung music. Pwede mo ba siyang patungan ng gusto mong music? Di ba kahit patungan mo siya ng music na gusto mo, kung sabay siyang nagpe-play, di ba lalong mas magulo? Lalo kang maiirita? Na baka yung paborito mong music hindi mo na rin magustuhan dahil may kasabay siyang music na hindi mo gusto. Bahay. Hindi mo gusto yung bahay. Pwede mo ba siyang tayuan ng gusto mong bahay? O kailangan mo munang i-demolish yung lumang bahay bago ka makapagtayo ng bago? Same goes with your patterns. You have to demolish. You have to break those patterns first bago tayo mag-create ng bagong patterns. Para hindi maguluhan yung utak mo. Kasi pag naguluhan yung utak at puso mo, ang hirap na nga mag-create ng patterns, pag sasabay-sabayin mo pa, mababurnout ka agad. So our goal is to change your self-image. And this is the best way to do that. So again, for you to understand, let's review the framework. Recognize the patterns, break the patterns, or interrupt, and then create new patterns. Let's say you are a content creator. The best way to do right now is to just start. Okay? Start with 100 videos. With your first 100 videos, I want you to recognize all the patterns. Okay? Recognize mo. Ano yung hindi nagwo-work at ano yung nagwo-work. Let's just say you started with a basic pattern na hook, story, and CTA. Okay, so meron kang powerful hook, emotional hook, meron kang story, tas meron kang call to action. Pwedeng ang call to action mo, may binebenta ka. Pwedeng ang call to action mo, mag-comment sila or mag-follow sila. Meron kang context sa gitna, which is your story, at meron kang hook. So ngayon, sa 100 video mo, recognize all the patterns. May 1, 2 dyan na magte-trending. At may isa, dalawa dyan na sobrang palpak. Na I want you to recognize the patterns. Ano yung hook nung nag-trending? Ano yung story nung nag-trending? Ano yung CTA ng mga nag-trending? You can recognize everything, ha? Yung haba ng hook, yung haba ng video, yung format ng video, yung background, yung lighting, yung suot mo. You can actually recognize everything. Ganun siya ka-powerful. So, unlimited yung application nito, guys. And then, yung dalawang palpak, analyze mo din. Ano ba yung hook mo doon? Ano yung title mo doon? Ano yung story? Baka naman sablay yung story mo. Baka naman sobrang haba ng video tapos wala kang hook. Baka naman wala kang matinong CTA. O baka naman hindi engaging yung hook tapos sablay pa yung kwento. Bago dumating sa kwento, nag-click out na yung mga tao. Nag-swipe na yung mga tao. So from the data, dun sa dalawang video na sablay, you have to interrupt all the patterns. Hindi mo nagagawin lahat ng alam mong sablay doon. And then yung mga patterns na nag-work, magke-create ka ngayon ng another 100 video with that pattern. So, ang labanan dito guys, pabilisan ng application. Because there's no exact formula for content creation. Kasi kahit ibigay ko sa inyo kung ano yung nagwo-work sa akin, pwedeng hindi tayo parehas ng energy pag nagsalita. Pwedeng hindi tayo parehas ng knowledge. Hindi tayo parehas ng level pagdating sa buhay. At baka meron kang skills na iyo. That is why I'm giving you a framework that you can use. Instead of giving you the how, I'm gonna teach you a framework, a proven framework. Now here's the catch. Pag 3, 4 na yung nag-trending, isa lang ibig sabihin yan, it's working. So hahanapin mo ano yung common do sa 2 at do sa 4, ano yung pinaka-common, yun yung iduduplicate mo. Hanapin mo yung mga sablay. Pwedeng 2, 4 ulit. So yung 2 before, i-compare mo do sa mga sablay ulit. Ano yung something in common sa kanila para mahanap mo ano yung mga dapat iwasan pagdating sa pag-create ng content at alam mo na rin yung patterns na dapat mo i-create. Same goes with your business if you are in sales. If you are in network marketing, ano yung patterns mo sa pagpo-prospect? So sa 100 prospect mo, ilan yung na-convert mo? Ilan yung nag-show up sa webinar mo? Ilan yung nag-show up sa meeting, sa table presentation mo, or sa one-on-one presentation mo? So kung ano man yung approach mo, recognize ano yung maling patterns, and duplicate ano yung nagwo-work na patterns. So for the next 100 prospects, you are then improving your system. Bakit siya sobrang mahalaga? Kasi kahit naka 10,000 prospects ka, kung wala kang babaguhin, sayang lang yung leads mo. Pero kung sa 1,000 prospects, marami kang natutunan, maiduduplicate mo yan sa mga downlines or grupo mo. Same goes if you are selling insurance, if you are in real estate. Para pag lumalaki na yung organization mo, lumalaki na yung grupo mo, you know what to teach them. Because pattern mastery is the best framework in creating business systems. So imagine mo, the pattern mastery is something that you can use in your personal life, and it's also something you can use in your career and business. And this is something that you can use over and over a period of time. And the more that you use it, the more that it will be refined for you. This is real skills that you can use in the real world to get real results. Okay, I'm not talking about shortcuts. I'm not talking about AI. I'm not talking about templates and formulas. I'm talking about a proven framework na habang ginagamit mo, lalo kang mag-i-improve. Now, what can be the best result in applying this? I'm gonna share with you another framework which is called the iceberg framework. So you can see in the screen, the tip of the iceberg will be the results and the events. At yan lang yung nakikita ng marami sa atin, right? Yung results and events. Yung mga pangyayari, yung mga resulta, yung mga travel, yung mga kotse, yung yaman, yung ganda ng result. Pero in reality, meron tayong hindi nakikita. Underneath the success, merong actions and behaviors. Again, the problem with most people is pinipilit nila yung actions, pinipilit nila yung behaviors nila, pero hindi nila binabago yung sarili nila. The problem with that is pwedeng mag-create ng resulta, pero hindi tumatagal yung resulta kasi hindi nagbago yung sarili. Binago lang yung actions. So, ang actions ay pilit. So, mabilis na burnout or pagdating ng result, hindi nila makip or masustain. Meaning, meron pang mas malalim, which is what we call the self-image. Kasi ang self-image or what we call identity, yung tingin mo sa sarili mo, pag nagbago yan, yung actions and behaviors mo magiging automatic kasi ang automatic actions and behaviors mo, nakasalala yan sa self-image mo, sa tingin mo sa sarili mo. I'm gonna give you an example. May mga tao ba na ang pattern of language, lagi mo naririnig sa kanila, alam mo ako, magaling talaga ako sa pera. Ako, simple lang talaga sa akin madali sa akin kumita ng pera, pero hirap ako pagdating sa relationship . Hirap ako pagdating sa jowa, kaya nga di ko na iniisip eh. Di ba nagkakatotoo? Magaling talaga sila sa business, magaling sila sa pera, pero hindi nila makuha yung tamang relationship. Bakit? Kasi yun yung self-image nila. Yun yung tingin nila sa sarili nila. Meron ka rin bang kakilala na paulit-ulit ang self-image niya, mahiyain siya. Pero pag nakainom, ang kapal ng muka. Pag mangungutang, pag kailangan ng pera, ang kapal ng muka. Pero mahiyain daw. So what's my point? Ang self-image pwedeng baguhin. Pero ang self-image, yun yung pinapanindigan natin. At alam nyo ba, ang mga tao, minsan hindi naman yan nag-aaway dahil galit sila sa isa't isa. Minsan nag-aaway yan kasi meron silang maling paniniwala. It's because most people will fight for what they believe is true, not what they want to achieve. Ang tao, ang pinaglalaban nila, yung tingin nilang totoo, hindi yung gusto nilang ma-achieve. Ito rin yung sabi ni Tony Robbins. One of the most powerful force in human behavior is staying true to how you define yourself. Basically, your self-image and identity. So, pinaglalaban natin yung tingin natin na tayo. Yung self-image natin. Na pag sinabi natin mahiyain ako, paninindigan mo yun eh. Kaya kami nag-aaway eh. Kasi mag-jowa, ang belief niya, sa jowa niya, nandoloko. Eh yung jowa niya, ang belief, wala akong ibang ginagawa. Ang belief, payayamanin kita, yayaman ako, bibigyan kita ng magandang buhay. So, misaligned yung belief nila. Right? Pwedeng si babae, mahal niya si lalaki. Pwedeng sa lalaki, mahal na mahal niya si babae. Pero since magkaiba sila ng belief, tuwing aalis ng bahay sa lalaki, facing the challenges, facing struggles, doing his best, si babae praning, sa babae TH. Pag uwi, aawayin niya, bubungangaan niya, maninegative yung lalaki. Tanong, mag-aaway hindi? Kahit mahal nila ang isa't isa, kung hindi aligned yung beliefs nila, hindi aligned yung identity nila, hindi magwo-work yung relationship. Kaya nga very important yung environment kung saan mo ilalagay yung sarili mo. Kasi diyan nakasalalay yung self-image mo. Ibig sabihin, if we can change our self-image, we can change everything. Here's the catch. Pattern mastery is the best framework and tool you can use to change your self-image. It's because if you can change your patterns, you can change your identity. So Sir MJ, paano ko ngayon babaguhin yung self-image ko using pattern mastery? Simple lang. In the iceberg framework, you will see sa ilalim ng self-image, we have there the structure of living. Ibig sabihin, yung araw-araw mong ginagawa. So ibig sabihin, if you can integrate pattern mastery in your daily life, na kapag may mali kang naiisip, you break the patterns, and then you create new patterns. Kapag tama yung iniisip mo, if it's working for you, you duplicate those patterns. Yung nararamdaman mo, pag alam mong hindi ka okay, you know how to handle your emotions. And because of that, you can now master your choices and decisions. If you do that every day, over and over a period of time, magbabago yung self-image mo, magbabago yung tingin mo sa sarili mo. Ang kagandahan nito, hindi ka mababurn out agad kasi hindi ka magkukompute ng results. The problem with most people is, since mababaw yung action nila, lagi silang nakatingin sa resulta. Lagi silang nakatingin sa taas. Malapit na ba? Ayan na ba yung resulta? But if you are focused on structures, you can focus on building new patterns. Alam mo sa sarili mo, na ang tinatrabaho mo, yung sarili mo. You are now working on yourself. And once you change your self-image, actions and behaviors will be automatic, and you will get all the results that you want. Ganyan ka-powerful ang pattern mastery. And this is something that you can watch over and over para mas maintindihan nyo. And this is something that you can apply in everything that you do. So while listening to this, I'm pretty sure na marami nang tumatakbo sa isip nyo ngayon. I'm here to tell you, magagamit nyo to sa lahat ng aspects ng buhay nyo. Now, if you are getting a lot of value from this video, I want you to imagine ano pa ang matututunan mo sa Success Blueprint. Because in Success Blueprint, it's really clear and specific. We have their exercises, daily programs, daily videos dedicated for you to create a blueprint, a structure that will change your self-image. Ang kagandahan dito, pagkatapos mo yung 14 days, you can do the course over so you can embrace another self-image. Plus, we have bonus lessons there called pattern integration. Meaning, pag nagawa mo na siya, i-integrate na natin yung patterns, and if we do it over and over, yung self-image mo pataas ng pataas. yung standards mo pataas ng pataas. Kaya yung results mo paganda rin ng paganda. And ang good news ko sa inyo guys, we have proven results now. Sobrang dami na ang na-transform na buhay. My students are creating massive results and we have an exclusive community for you. And if you have questions, I am part of the community. I'm also in the GC, and if you ask questions there, sumasagot ako agad. I'm really immersed in helping the community grow and move forward in life. Plus, we have monthly mastermind sessions and there are times na may bonuses pa. Ang good news ko sa inyo, sa lahat na mag-i-enroll agad-agad, ngayon, you will have the chance to join the 7 Master Steps 7-Day Challenge. Nagaganapin really soon, and you will get the announcements when you become part of my Success Blueprint community. So we're gonna put the link in the description, in the comments, and in this video. And feel free to reach out if you have questions about the Success Blueprint. So yun lang guys, this is the end of the video, and always remember that all I want is for you to become more successful and for you to reach the next level success. Again, my name is MJ Lopez, and see you soon.